not.
Ready? Oh yeah. Hello. Okay. Let me turn the music down.
Have a presentation. You don't know about that? All that we saw on YouTube.
I got it.
Look at
Right.
He said, I got it.
It's actually Burkina Faso. But you can
All right. I wanted to say hello to everybody. For those who don't know me, I'm Rennie. I've been living here for about a year now. I thank you all for coming to my potluck. I don't call it a celebration because I ain't selling nothing. So ain't no reason to celebrate anything.
Your life, that's enough reason to celebrate.
Exactly. And one of the main reasons that I had this dinner was when I went to a Thanksgiving event. It was out in a town called Coakley. And I've never been out there, and I was like, wow. I mean, this is my first time, and I would have never thought about going out there. And I was saying, you know, it would be nice if the expats who live here would give an event where they live at, so that some people who are new and are not familiar with the area, because most of us, when we come to Panama City, we usually stay in the same places, which is San Francisco, Avenida Balboa, Punta Pacifica, El Cangrejo. Usually those areas, but then there are some people who are off the beaten path who might stay near Breeza del Gol. Costa Verde, exactly.
All broke.
See what I'm saying? So
that ain't off the beat,
He has to say something.
But so I was saying, you know, it would be nice. So I'm one of those people where if you want to see a change, you have to be the change that you want to see in the world.
I heard you say that on your recording.
Exactly. So I took it upon myself to start it off, and then hopefully to catch on, and then people would want to. I'm gonna be like the Chronicle. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Chronicle, where they would the TV show. They would show all of the different areas off the beaten path. So, welcome to Hato Pintado. Okay. This is the neighborhood that I live in. I was gonna have my realtor Mauricio, the one who gave showed me this apartment here, but he had other engagements, so I ended up getting Miss Denora here. She was so kind of filling for him, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about some of the areas that the expats who come here would be comparable to live that we just don't know about. Okay, because there are plenty of areas that are nice and a lot more affordable. Because that was another thing too. A lot of a lot of expats, when I'm talking to them, they're like, "Oh, I just got a new apartment. Oh, it's a 3-bedroom. Oh, how much is it? $1,700." Ooh, I'm like, I didn't come here to Panama to pay market rent. I thought it was supposed to cost, the living was supposed to be cheaper. And I was fortunate enough because when I got this apartment, it was real nice and it was still within the city, you know, because it's right near the train station, which is the 12th of October, Doce de Octubre train station. And then you can also catch the bus that will go to Via Hispania, which is the other way. So it's still very convenient. I mean, you still have a grocery store, a gym, and everything around here that, you know, they have in those areas. And it was only $925 a month.
Wow.
For three.
Three.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
In this area, you can have a 3-bedroom for those prices.
Can't do
And
that in
you can
Dallas.
see that it is really good, like the decoration, the lighting. You have
Was it
special.
furnished?
Yeah, it was partially furnished. So this area was furnished, and then the master bedroom, I just had to provide a mattress.
Okay.
Which is almost the same for $900.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So I'm going to give the floor to Ms. Denora. She can explain a little bit more, because the history of Hato Pintado in a lot of these areas I'm not familiar with. So she's been here a little bit longer, so she can, you know, take the floor on that and give you all a little bit more information.
Bueno, I hope it can be helpful for you. Hi everyone out there. I don't know if you can hear me well. For those who still don't know me very well, because I haven't been able to keep to But well, my name is Ina Hernandez. I work at a real estate that belongs to my family. My mother and father-in-law started this company as 4 years here, 15 years ago, okay? And so they started the hype of Panama, and it was really good in that time because there were a lot of new construction that people coming living in here, and we are starting to repeat that cycle of foreigners coming in again, okay? So what does that mean to the market? That means that right now we come from a low season after COVID. That's started to slowly rising with the prices. So if you really want to move in, if you really want to relocate, take advantage of doing it on the 2025, on the 2026, and try to do it now. Try to invest now in your future, even if it's for you for living, or even if it's an investment because you want to take profit of it, maybe renting it, or maybe an Airbnb because my specialty is Airbnb. I actually met Rini because my friend Dawn, I don't know if you have met her, I think you haven't, but that friend of mine, I met her because I was her host in Airbnb. And we made friends after a while, and that's how I met Renee. See? So everything is linked, people is linking. As a foreigner, when I first arrived, I was so lost. And even though I come from a Latin American country, hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenida. Please just sit down. What's your name? Winty.
What did I walk into?
Oh my God. Sorry. Well, when I first came, I was lost, and I come from a Latin American country, so it should be easier for me because it's the same language and everything. But I felt so lost because everything works different. Even if I know the same language, and it's easier for me than for people that speak another languages. So what I'm doing now is that I'm trying to start with relocation tours for people that really want to get to know these areas, for people that want to understand Panama in other way around, because people tend to believe that to live, for example, a calm lifestyle, you have to go to Panama Oeste. You have to go over the bridge, and you don't have to. There's 15 minutes away, you have Clayton. In Clayton, you have the Metropolitan Park, which is one of the national parks that's bigger in Panama. And you have a really calm lifestyle. And the only thing that you need is maybe a car so you can do, the supermarket grocery shopping and stuff. And that's gonna be it, okay? You can have a lifestyle next to the beach. You can have a lifestyle here in the city. You can have a calm lifestyle in Betania, in the city, for example. If you like to live in the city but you don't like the noise, you can go to the Betania, which Betania
It's right next door.
is, Avenida La Paz,
Yeah.
where you have the El Ingenio station, metro station, El Ingenio. Well, when you go above that metro station, you will have in the tip of the mountain, Betania, and so you don't have that type of noise that you experience on the city. It's a really calm area, and a lot of people that retire in Panama, Panamanian people retire in there.
Do they have homes or is it strictly high rises?
¿Cómo así?
Are they strictly high rises or whatever?
No, houses. Most of them
Sit
are
down.
houses. Yeah, most of it is houses. But of course, the price is not the same as Costa Verde because Costa Verde is still in development. So right now, you put Costa Verde is one of the best options that you can have. Okay, because it's going to grow a lot. They have a major plan for that area in development, and it's a state plan. Okay, it's a state plan because you're gonna have the metro station. You're gonna have there's a huge state plan that you can see like the blueprint of how it's going to be the area, and they are planning on put more comercios ahí, develop everything, not only the infrastructure for people living in, also for the money coming in. So it's gonna be a really huge change for that area in the 2027, 2028.
I ain't going nowhere.
Por ahí, you will see it. You will see it grow.
Yeah.
So no worries. So I don't want to bore you anymore because I know we're just carrying. So if you like, I will just leave you one little card. So if you have any questions or if you just want to get to know the areas of the city, just okay. And then, ¿verdad?
So if I need a ride to get to know Playa Blanca, I just call you?
Yeah, actually, we have an apartment in Playa Blanca. Sure you don't want to go to the beach?
Monday.
So,
A new beach. Where? Caracol. Playa Caracol.
so
Playa Caracol es muy bonito.
So-
I specialize in the city area as a company. We're specialized in the city area, but if you're looking for something that's inside, I can connect you to another realtor that works inside of the country. Because that depends on the, as I told you, the lifestyle that you really want to get. Okay? If you want to live nearby the beach, it's totally different. Totally different.
What beaches are you talking about? Coronado? What beaches?
Colón.
Playa Escondida, please.
Basically, Panama has beaches everywhere, right?
Right.
Because it's a little
Is that
line.
Well,
that
what
goes-
you hear
Is
about
that Mami? What do you think about
Coronado and
Oh, you said no.
Playa
Yeah, it is.
Bonita,
No,
they have
Playa Venado.
Cruz,
Yeah, I went there.
Playa Venado. This is the Pacific area. But if you go to the Colón, then you have the Caribbean area, which is my favorite area.
That's what we went.
Because it's crystal clear water.
That we went way out. Yeah,
I like it better.
He and I went to the beach in Pomona.
Isla Mame.
No.
Isla
No.
Mame.
so my question.
Isla Mame, but
It was a long way. Long way. I can't
in the water because it was
See?
Yeah, well,
Isla Mame.
yeah, we went to
we
See?
got in the water and it was like trying to get in
Yeah,
the
his
water.
mommy was
Really? You should
Really
like
rocky.
Well, if you want to go to a perfect island where you have like the Nat Geo picture that you were looking for, you have to go to Isla Zapatilla in the you have the archipelago of Boca del Toro, like the Compelinas Island, Bocas del Toro. You have to go to Isla Zapatilla because you have crystal blue clear water.
So,
It's
Where
gonna
is
be
it? Where is that island?
that's pretty close to
I'm gonna
that.
show you.
Bocas del Toro there. 'Cause I know we have to-
How far is that?
That's what she's talking about. But that's
How far is it?
that's at driving about 8 hours.
That's a lot of hours to get there.
Driving's about 8 hours.
We're near the airport.
Mhm.
I know that
I went.
airport. And we can just
Yeah.
fly in.
So
It was like 9
Outlook.
hours when I
That's
went.
Outlook.
I think
Oh,
more than
you
9
fly to
hours I
Outlook
took to
Yeah.
get to
and you land
Boca
We
del
can
Toro,
walk to
Fly
the
in.
airport and we can
took
just
the boat.
Both.
fly
I
there.
stopped by at
That's what I would do,
Colón.
not drive.
I left the car there. And then I took
we
the
went
No,
boat.
there's
back
another
around.
airline that goes to Dallas.
Correct. That's out of
See.
Panama West.
Balboa.
In the next couple months, they fly out of Panama West to Orleans. That's just on the other side of the bridge. There's
Yeah.
another airport.
Yeah.
So, Denora.
That's what I did. That's what I did when I went there.
I'm gonna be calling
Mhm.
because I'll be
So
See, I can let you know where.
my question is this: so for the people who are like myself who want a champagne life but only got beer money,
that part right there.
what neighborhoods are comparable that are around the city
Well,
limits?
that mostly depends on how the property owners want to have the house inside, because you got these beautiful houses that the property owner invests for,
Mhm.
but not all property owners have the same type of taste in
Yeah.
decoration, and they don't invest the same in maintaining their properties.
Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna find here, for example, you can the Argentina. For me, the Argentina is one of the best places to live in Panama.
Okay.
Because you get the fresh weather, because they have invested in putting all those streets, those trees in the streets.
Where the restaurants are?
You
Yeah.
can actually walk down all those trees without dying of the heat of Panama and everything. And you
Where
can
is that?
still
Via Argentina.
Via Argentina?
Yeah.
That's a street, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the restaurants,
It's
right?
basically a
It's like
street,
an
but
avenue.
all the surroundings of the street, you have these pretty old buildings, and then you can find like little James there. For me, that's a pretty good place to live. And you can have a luxury per se lifestyle, because you're gonna be able to have beautiful sidewalks, go out, and have a city lifestyle without much noise.
Mhm.
And that's it.
And you can find apartments that are really good and spaciousness, because the new apartments, they're tiny.
Yeah, I
They're
seen.
little match boxes, and the ceilings are lower than the old apartments. So they're gonna give you this
So the
sensation
older
of
part of the city.
spaciousness that's really different.
Yeah, it was weird
Sí.
because what was it? The Sands apartment.
Sí.
Those I mean, of course, it's a newer building. It's real nice, but the apartments are real small.
Sí.
But if you go across the street to where El Faro is, that's an older building, and the apartments are a whole lot bigger. But the setup is the same.
Yeah, and they're actually the same construction. It's the same developers, but the older apartment is actually better built.
Yeah.
Bayview is better built than the Suns, and I can assure you, I actually don't offer the Suns for sale. Only if
It's not
people
Balboa,
is
that's
asking
the
me
ghetto
to
is
show
like
them
Bayview.
around that place. That's the only condition that I show any developments for Group, because RI Group is not good in construction. They have delivered to me awful apartments, awful conditions, and then I have to pursue them to get everything fixed for the delivery.
Okay.
So I'm really mad with them, and we never sell anything else from Street Group since then.
Okay.
So there's also constructions or developers that we don't recommend. We already have the filter because we have had issues with them before. And we don't like the construction, we don't like how they react to the complaints that we have and everything. So there's developers that I definitely don't recommend, and there are solars that I truly recommend.
Okay. Now, what about like outside the city near the airport? What areas? Because every time I would ask some of my local friends about places, they would say, okay, stay away from San Miguelito, stay away from Paragal,
They are trying to rebuild San Miguelito now. We have a new manager there, like a new major there, which is putting all the efforts in controlling the garbage principally and controlling the lighting of the streets and everything to make it safer.
Okay.
But the truth is that even though you can live there without anything happen, it is still a red zone. There's still a chance that you won't get as lucky as you think you're gonna get, right?
Okay.
So even though I have all those trees and never have happened to me, it's not a general recommendation.
Okay.
But if you go to Tecumen, it is, I don't know if you realize in Panama that you have this high contrast.
Yeah.
Then you can have a highly secure, enlightened street, and then behind that street you can have a dark place that has old and
But that's baby.
exactly, that's exactly baby.
Balboa.
That's exactly
You're
baby.
facing the ocean, it's all great, and right behind you is the ghetto.
And then you get that contrast.
Right, literally, right behind the building. It's a ghetto. It's like the contrast. She's talking about the
The
contrast.
contrast is
I
not
almost moved in Bayview, and I'm glad I didn't.
I actually like Bayview because it's right there where I can go get me a haircut. Right down the street.
But behind it looks really bad.
Yeah, that's the way I go get my haircut from.
again. That totally depends on the perception that you have and the sense of
$7 exactly. Cinco de Mayo.
You know what,
I know
sir?
exactly what you mean.
Sir?
Ah, sure.
Okay, but
Las dos.
no, because we have two types of cake, so
Oye.
Okay.
what does have fruit. No. So that totally depends on the sensation that you can get of safetiness and how you adapt to live in a country where almost doesn't matter what society class you are, you can all live together and share the same metro station and share the same services and go to the same bakery and etc. etc. So that also depends on the perception that you have and how you adapt to live in a different country. That's it, because in Panama you can have a street in the same place, in the same area, Curundú. A highly demanded street with beautiful views to the sea and the city, everything, and just right behind that, you have a totally different view.
Put your hands up and be
Bayview had a beautiful apartment that I wanted. And then my husband was like, I inspected that area and I don't approve.
Yeah,
Well,
the thing is that
For me, as a guy, will adapt. But
Yeah.
I'll be worried if you're out with your girlfriends or whatever, and then you have to walk for whatever the reason you have to walk through a certain area.
I'm
Then I'll
gonna be
worried.
honest. I know.
If we park down the street, is the car okay? You know what I'm saying? It's just different things.
I
My
think
brother lives in San Miguelito. I have a brother that lives in San
Exactly.
Miguelito. His car is broken into.
Yep.
Every other month, somebody's
Yep.
breaking into his car, stealing his computer. I don't recommend San Miguelito at all.
want to put
For
it
no
out
one.
here.
For nothing. Don't
That's
go.
true.
No, it doesn't have
Don't
to
go.
be.
Don't go.
Huh?
But if you want,
He
if
is
you
not
don't
lying.
need to live
The
in it,
pictures are
Oh,
bad.
my dessert? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
What do you want?
The chocolate ice cream and the pound cake.
There are certain risks
What
that,
pawn cake?
yes, for the
Which-
price and
well,
I understand the
the-
We
question.
have one with fruits.
You know, people want to save money and everything else.
Vanilla
but
chocolate.
what's the recommendation of, okay,
with ice cream.
there's a line, I think, between
This is amazing for the price.
between affordability and then at the risk of your
Peace
personal
of mind.
your security. I
And
mean,
your peace of mind. I think it's more, and I'm not trying to defend. I swear I'm not just trying to defend anything because, as I told you, when I don't agree with something, like for example RI developers, I don't agree with it and don't recommend it, and I will never sell anything from them. Okay, but I have walked through those streets at night and nothing has ever happened to me. That doesn't mean that is like 100% of the experience that you're gonna have. Okay, but in Multiplaza Mall, they have also broken into cars and they have stole in the Multiplaza Mall
Wow.
parking lot. So it's something that you can't just get.
No, it's everywhere, and I understand that aspect of it. But it's a difference between I'm visiting somewhere,
I got it.
me
Thank
living
you,
there,
Mom.
that experience every day. You know, so yes, I might walk down, and I have you walk down through Chorrillo by accident. By accident.
But this is
And
not,
we have
yeah,
walked
this
through
is
Chorrillo,
not the
nothing has
24 de
happened.
diciembre. This is not the 24 de diciembre.
Is verdad.
Yeah.
But we walked through there by accident, and of course nothing's happened. I've drove through Columbu by accident, and I've asked for directions and stuff because I got turned around or whatever.
What
and
area
everything
is Chorrillo in?
Chorrillo is between.
What's the area next to
Let me tell you that security has improved a lot in the past few years, and they're trying to protect the tourism in between them because they have realized that tourism is good and brings money to them, to their houses. So, and that's something that people that live actually I saw the commentary, like people that travel around, and they were
Alright, well, I
speaking
hope you
with people of the
enjoyed
Torrillo,
this
and they were like, now you
segment.
feel the
Guess I'm
the
having
safetiness
the
has changed completely, and they
neighborhood
protect the
open
tourism,
house
and that's
here.
why they
So,
want to
have
also
my,
take this advantage and
friend
build
Denora
the
doing
other
a
entrance, and
presentation
they are
telling you a
repairing
little
the
bit about more
houses and
Panama
helping the
neighborhoods
people
that are
to
comfortable
repair
to
their
live in.
houses, not take
So,
them out,
Oh,
I
that's
have to
good.
adjourn right now,
just
but
to help them
hope y'all
repair
enjoyed
the
it.
area,
Oh,
Thanks.
so they're gonna
so
bring
they
that up.
can be
Peace.
included like they did